Hi, welcome to the our next video session of LSNIS Technology. Today we are going to discuss about the system landscape. In SAP system landscape, how it is designed, or we can say it is architecture also. So today we are going to discuss about SAP system landscape. Second one is types of server in SAP landscape. Third one is what is client. Fourth one is what is TR in SAP. Fifth one is types of TR in SAP. And last one is transport and copy of TR from one client to another client. Okay, so let's go. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, so what is SAP landscape? Landscape means it is like a server, right? It is like a server or clients, etc. Like, or we can say it is architecture. Mainly, there are three servers in SAP. One is development server, second one is quality server, the third one is production server. So these are the three types of server we have in SAP. So as you can see in SAP landscape, first we have to start from development server. After all the setup has been done from development server, we'll go to quality server. And all the activities performed in quality server, after that we have to go in production server. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. What is development server? What is quality server? What is production server? Development server. This is the system where all the configuration, customization, and development activities are takes place. SAP IT teams create the new programs or enhancement here in the server. So let's focus on development server. Mainly, this is called configuration server. So in realization phase, we are developing something. We are developing the whole scenario, what we have discussed in BBP phase. I have already discussed regarding this phase, right, in my previous video. So in BBP phase, what we have discussed about their business process. So that we need to implement in realization phase. Realization phase means we have to go to SAP system and need to customize all these things, right? So in development server, we need to do all this customization or configuration, whatever needed there. And what is configuration? What is customization? What is development? See, development activities are refers to mainly ABAPers. They are technical consultants, right? Configuration, like we are functional consultant like FICO, SD, MM. So these are the functional consultant, right? So for that, we have to do configuration as for the client requirement. What will be my company code? What will be my company business area? What will be my controlling area? What is my plant? What is storage location? What is sales organization? What is sales area? So all the enterprise structure or all the settings we have to do in development server. In support project, in between, if we need to development anything or we need to enhance the object or enhance the software, that also we need to do in development server because we are developing something. That's why the server name is development server. Okay. In development server, we may have multiple clients. Like for configuration for functional client, we are doing a configuration, right? So for configuration client, we have separate client. For development, we have separate client. For testing also, we have development separate client. So there may be multiple client in one server. Okay. Next one is quality server, or you can say quality assurance server. Okay. So once development activities are completed in dev server, all the changes are transported to quality server to perform different types of testing to ensure that the changes or development is working properly as per business requirement before going to production system. We have done all the configuration, like in FICO module, we can say like we have done our enterprise structure. We have made our controlling area, we have made our company code, we have made our profit center, cost center hierarchy. Whatever configuration we need, all the configuration has been done in development server. So that we need to test in quality server. We will test and our business users both need to test as for this scenario. Okay. So once development has been done, we need to transfer, we need to import those changes in quality server to perform different types of testing. Like we have integration testing, we have regression testing, we have negative testing. So whatever all the types of testing we need to perform in quality server. First we will test, then business user will test. In quality server only we are giving to business user training. Then after training, they will test and whatever query they have in quality server, those we need to fix, right? So these are the some activities we are doing in quality server. In final preparation phase, all the testing has been done from IT team and from business team. After that, we'll do the cutover activities. What is cutover activities and in which phase it is falling? I've already discussed about this in my previous video. If you want, I will ping that YouTube session in this video so that you can refer that. So in final preparation during last phase, we'll do the cutover activities in production system, right? In quality server, after testing in quality server, business team is business team has give us the sign up. Yes, the all the business scenario is going smoothly. Okay, it is working properly in quality server. Let's move into the production server. Okay, so production server. What is production server? Production server means it is live system. Okay, so whatever tested or approved configuration we have in quality server or development server, that we need to transport it into the production system, where live or day-to-day operational activities like invoice booking, PR, PO creation, sales order creation. What are the end user activities there they have? They will perform in this production server, right? So here I have noted one thing. No direct changes are done here to modify the business requirement. What is this? See, direct changes means what? We cannot do changes in production server. What type of changes? Configurational changes. Means suppose we need to edit one address or we need to edit or we need to change one GL. Okay. So these activities we cannot perform in production server directly. What we need to do? Again, we have to go in development server. Whatever changes we have to do that we need to do in development server. After that, we'll do the testing in quality server. If the testing is when testing is happened successfully, then we need to transport the whole changes in production server. So these are the some processes we are following in SAP to complete all these things. Okay, so let's go to next slide. We have to understand what is client. See, I have already told in this video earlier. In one server, like in development server or quality server or production server, in one server, we may have multiple clients. Okay, so there is some maybe say that is configuration client, maybe that is development client, maybe that is testing client. And in quality server also, maybe we have two clients like testing client in quality server and sandbox client also. So these are multiple client we have in one server. So let's discuss about client. What is mean by client? See, client is SAP client is the highest hierarchical organizational unit within an SAP system that contains master records and tables. The transaction processed at a SAP client level is valid and applicable for all company code data and enterprise structures. Okay, so client is the highest organization structure in SAP. While we are logging into the system, it may be development client or it may be quality client, it may be production client. First, we have to give the current client. We have to put the current client. Under that client only, we can perform the activities. In different client, we have different organization structure. Okay. See what I have noted here. The master records and tables, right? Each client have separate master records and tables. In future, I will let you know what is meant by table. These are quite technical things. Okay. So for each master record or each transactional data, these are staying separately in each client. So the transactions processed at SAP client level is valid and applicable for all company code data and enterprise structure. Like in FI, we have company code, credit control area, business area, right? These are the enterprise structure. And in CO point of view, controlling area, operating concern, profit center, cost center. So these are the main enterprise structure. So here we can find it separately. Suppose in one client, we have multiple company code, and that is only valid in that client only. Okay. So client is a 3-digit numerical key, and it is used to differentiate between development, quality, and production system within the Same server or different server? Okay. So by the number of client, we have 3-digit client number, right? It is started from 000 and ending with 999. How it will help? It will help us to differentiate this server. Like 100, we have development server. 200, we have quality server. 300, we have production server or product. Okay. So these are the different client we have in SAP to identify or to differentiate the servers. Some standard clients SAP has delivered like 000, 001, 066. Okay, so these are the some standard client. And for training purpose, most of the training institute or training service they are providing client number like 400, 410, 800, 810, 100. So these are the some clients we are using it during training. Then next is what is TR in SAP? What is TR in SAP? See, TR stands for transport request. Transport request. It is a container of changes made in the development system. Record the type of changes, whether it is a functional change or technical changes, or why that changes has been done. What is that purpose of changes that things, or capturing some data in that TR. See, you can consider that is a carrier from server to server, like development server to quality, okay, or development server to production. Whatever changes we have done, that will get stored in TR, means transport request. Okay, and most of the freshers are confusing during transportation of TR. What they are confusing, like first we have to do the transportation from development to quality, and after testing in quality server, we are transporting from quality to production. No, this is totally wrong. In we are developing in development server. So what is that source server? Source server is development server, right? So in production server or in quality server, while we are transporting, we are selecting the source system or source server or source client is our development client only, not quality client. Okay, keep it in on it on mind. Maybe interviewer may be asking to confuse. Okay, so keep it on mind. Okay, so whatever changes we have done, that will get stored in TR. If we have done some changes related to functional changes, like address changes, or we are changing some GLs for accounting, automatic account determination. What is related to functional changes that will get stored in customizing TR. And whatever changes we have done related to technical things. Technical things means we can say like we have developed a report, or we need to commit some lines of codes, or we have developed some enhancement. So these are the some technical changes. So these changes will get stored in workbench TR. Okay, we'll discuss further what is customizing tier, what is workbench tier. Okay, briefly. Okay, so whatever changes or development you will do that are stored as customizing or workbench request in a transport organizer. What is meant by transport organizer? See, in SAP, we have three T code to find the TR list. For SE01, SE09, and SE10. So these are the some T code where you can find the list of TR as for a user ID. Okay, so let's go to next slide. Types of TR. As I have already told to you that there will be two types of TR. One is customizing TR, one is workbench TR. So whatever changes made by the SAP functional consultant, those changes will get stored into customizing TR. These TRs will need to copy from one client to another. These TRs are client specific only. Now just mark, here I have mentioned the customizing TR is only client specific. Okay. See, what is meant by client specific? What is meant cross client changes? See, suppose in development server, we have three clients. First one is development client. Second one is configurational client. Okay. Third one is testing client. So related to our functional changes, we are doing changes in customizing client. So these are the, so here we have to copy to testing client to test the configuration in development server. That's why we need to do copy. Now, what is meant by workbench tier? Workbench tier means whatever changes made by this SAP technical consultant, those changes will get stored into workbench tier. This tier no need to copy because effect of changes will reflect in all the client within the server. So here no need to copy of tier. As I told, workbench tier we no need to copy. These are the cross-client functionality. These are the cross-client functionality. If we have done any changes related to technical things in development server, that we no need to copy to our testing client in within that server. Automatic that changes will reflect to another client because it is server level changes, not client level changes. Hope you understand what is the customizing tier or what is workbench tier. Okay, so next slide is difference between copy and transport of TRs. First, discuss about copy of TR. This is happening in between the client in one server. Within one server, we have to do the copy. Like only the functional changes, we need to copy within the server from one client to another client. Okay, and what is the transport of TR? This is happening in between the server. Transport of TR is happening in between the server, like from development server to quality server, from development server to production server. So we are transporting the TR. Okay. After developing cost or customizing the SAP object in Golden Client, we need to copy the same changes into another client to test the customization. And one thing keep it on mind. maybe in project there is some functionality, right? Release or modifiable. Okay. So if you have released the TR, once you release the TR, you cannot copy that TR from one client to another client. I'm again saying, if you have released that TR, once released that TR, you cannot copy that TR from one client to another client. Okay. So to copy the TR, we no need to release that. One T code is there, SCC1. To that T code, we are copy the TRs. While transporting of TR, after developing or customizing the SAP object in Golden Client, we need to copy the same changes from one server to another server, like development to quality or development to production. In this case, we have to release the TR from development server and will transport into the quality or production server. Okay. So these are the topics we have in this session. Hope you understand all those things. If you have any doubts, you can comment us. We'll check your query and we'll reply further. And if you have any suggestions, uh, what we need to add content or something, so we can add after your suggestion. So do give the suggestions to us so that we can understand that suggestion and we clarify better. For more information, we can WhatsApp to this number or we can uh, mail to this mail ID info@lsnistechnology.com. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.